All right, off we go.
How do you... Why don't we have a jaunt? No. Let me know when you've changed your mind.
Oh, getting lonely, were you?
I wish I had something to munch on.
Nope. Oh, your face is a blessing in times like these. That smell! That intoxicating smell! You found my spice! You're wonderful. That's everything I need. I can't believe you found it. This is the first time I'm making it for anyone outside the family. Hold tight, all right? I'll whip some up for us. Well, do you like it? Well, someone certainly has a refined palate, don't they? Actually, I was thinking almost the same thing myself. Which is strange because, well, I followed the recipe exactly, to the letter. I am beginning to suspect that Mother did not reveal all her secrets. Very well then. In fact, so be it. I'm not going to turn down a culinary challenge like this. Let's see if I can't sleuth out Mother's secret ingredient. Something tells me it needs more spice. A kick is what's missing here. Let's sample a variety and just sort of see what works. Come find me if you locate any other spices. I'll get to the bottom of this, recipe or no recipe. That's just exceptional. It's fragrant, and yet there's something beneath it. Let's see if this does the trick. I like the taste. But unfortunately, it's even less like the one I remember. This may be somewhat tougher than I had first anticipated. Sorry for the trouble, really. Well, yes, I suppose. I set a goal for myself. This curry is one of my fondest memories. One of the best things to come out of the time when Mother, Lise, and I were all together. I told you about how Lise and I were always at each other's throats. Well, the dinner table was neutral ground. I'd like to bring people together with my cooking. I want to be able to bring a little peace. The same way she did. I'd be setting the table, so to speak. It may be a small thing, but maybe it could help revenants and humans to put aside their strife. It's at least worth a try, don't you think? Will you keep shopping around for me? If you don't mind. I'll keep an eye out too.
Let's try a different floor. Too late now. Let's take care of it. Let's keep this.
The tension in the air is palpable. A new spice, huh? Whoa! This one seems potent. Let's give it a try, shall we? The flavor's wonderful, but the smell... Now it's something there that isn't quite right. Lise would enjoy this one. Ever since she was little, she was a picky eater, and an extreme one at that. A very young Lise was the only revenant I knew who simply couldn't stomach blood. It gave me and my mother fits. For revenants, consuming blood isn't just a form of sustenance. It's a way of communication. Most importantly, when the act is consensual, it helps cultivate our sense of trust and gratitude. Once she learned that, Lise gradually overcame her aversion, thankfully. That depends on the blood. Actually, it's very similar to the human palate for wines. The taste of a person's blood is determined by the experiences they've had. Personally, dear one, I found yours to be exquisite. Wait. Picky eater, aversion to blood. Would you be game for going out exploring sometime? I just had an idea. Come see me again when you can spare the time. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, your face is a blessing in times like these. I think I figured out my mother's secret spice. Will you come look for it with me? Never hurts to be prepared. Looks like we're not the only ones after the spice. I don't intend to share, though. Let's claim our stake. This is... Oh, yes, it is! My mother's spice. I'd know it sent anywhere. The spice that smells like blood. That was Mother's secret ingredient. In a pinch, it acts like an herb that sates our craving for blood. It's not perfect, but it tides us over. Turns out Mother slipped it into the dish to get Lee's accustomed to the flavor. I overlooked the obvious. Taste is a subjective science. Cooking is all about catering to the palate of the diner. That's why it's important to improvise a little, even if it means breaking the rules of the recipe now and then. You just had to say it, didn't you? Couldn't let it remain an unspoken beautiful message. Not that you're wrong, though, I suppose. A lesson well learned. Thanks to you. How about we camp out while we're here? I don't know about you, but I am famished after all that work. I'll tweak my mother's recipe specially for you. After all, I've had plenty of time to learn your tastes. And, can I ask a favor? I haven't had a drop of blood lately. And, well, if you wouldn't mind... Much obliged. Forgive me if this triggers another onset of anemia. I think we've earned ourselves a little rest. A chance to kick back. I won't leave your side. Good thing it opened.
We should make sure we're ready for... Means the world that you got me up and at it again. Turns out I'm not at the end of my road just yet. We all share this burden, remember? Might be time to... Means the world that you... Friends in need are friends indeed, right?
Spirits, sir. You and me, we found new hope. And I'm going to make sure it doesn't end at only that. Call on me whenever you need me.
The tension in the air. We know what we're here for.
Why don't we have a jaunt in another world? Let's head off. Apologies. I will be there soon. There's our destination. Can you see it? Give it a touch, if you please. Surprised? We've just set foot in a new dimension, the temporal rift. In defiance of credulity, the progenitor Idris possessed the sublime power to traverse time. But each time he changed the past, a new branch of history emerged. This abscess of lost time, one of many worlds of inert possibilities, is where we find ourselves now. One of my duties is to monitor the rifts and ensure they cause no harm to our world. Let us proceed. There must be some way to banish this realm for good. As foreign invaders, it deems us hostile. not hurt. Thanks to you, I've located my quarry. Let's inspect that tome. This tome serves as the rift's core. In its pages is a record of history that never manifested. With the tome removed, this rift will soon vanish. The monument is linked to our world. Lay your hand upon it when you're ready to leave. If you see something interesting, let me know. Thank you for joining me on this investigation. With your help, I was able to close the rift without issue. You keep the tome. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it later. There are several other rifts on the frontier. I hope I may entreat your company again.
You brought hope for the future back to this place. Now it's our turn to see that our work carries you to that same future. You just wait.
Remember, you're not alone.
The duty of Voda House, indeed. Ah, yes, the tome we found in the rift. Shall we browse the lost annals of time? Breakthroughs at Magmel Forma Institute sparked a new era for Revenant society. Revenant technology especially made drastic strides, spurring a mass global revolution. This sounds like a world where technological progress got out of hand. Breakneck changes of technology can change the soul of man for better, or for worse. The hubris of man and Revenant alike wrought disaster on this world. I wonder. Magmel took a drastically different course in the tome's timeline. Don't worry. Now that I'm aware of the risk, I would never steer us toward a similar end. For my part, this tome has yielded much pleasant conversation, which I consider a blessing. Each of us must rise to the How interesting. I wasn't aware of there being a temporal rift in this city. Let's see how history could have turned out here. Only one way to Together, we can't be deterred. Let's fetch the tome and vacate. This may prove useful at some point. Yet another temporal rift dealt with. Much obliged, my friend. Would you gloss through the new tome? I'd like us to discuss it. I feel ready to ride anywhere. What is it that fascinates you so? Right there. May I understand? I've been neaten things up. Such a peaceful ride. My apologies, but this is starting to make me ill. Let's keep going, but stay vigilant. Well, let's take the tome and leave. Thank you for coming with me. We were able to close the rift without issue. Let's check the contents of the tome later. Did you find something? This is potent acid. Now this is ideal. Superb movements.
You're back! Did you bring the sticky materials? Oh, yes, this is it! You did well. With this, I should be able to generate haze. If it works, I'll give you some. I'm an honest man, just wait and see.
Rather wish I owned such a machine myself. Stop fighting before me. Feels so right. Fight beautiful. Now this is ideal. May I? Might you drive with a bit more care? This is no place for the faint of heart. Let's go. As always, keep your wits about you. Only one way to handle it. Feels so light. Marvelously done. Let's collect the tome and get out of here. You should take proper care of that. Excellent work. We're zipping through thanks to you. What parable will this tome teach us? Let's have a look later. How do you envision the future? Let's have a gander at the new tome. With an arcane forma, Idris fused a group of live revenants into a biological weapon. A Medigan outbreak had decimated the world population, forcing him to take this final, desperate measure. This sounds like a timeline where Idris cast aside his morals to combat the resurgence. Another historical precept of sacrifices made to buy time. I see what you mean. Those who survive must persevere, right? You make a valid point, but Idris's indiscretions make me wonder. Was this tragedy truly necessary? Ready to browse another tome of lost time? In the interest of coexistence, revenants gave mankind more freedom. But, over time, humans began persecuting revenants. War broke out, forcing revenants to impose martial law. In retribution, humans were stripped of all their liberties. Solidarity can be a powerful tool, but, left unchecked, it can also lead to wanton violence. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Frightening, isn't it? I feel the same way. There is no hope in conflict, and I firmly believe mankind is capable of peaceful, positive change. It's about another terminal timeline. Let's see here. Outmatched by a giant Medigan, Idris was forced to retreat, and all revenants of power were killed. The loss of its leaders crippled Revenant society, thrusting the world into an age of darkness. All these rifts suggest Idris fought many battles. Each doomed timeline was tragically excised, so his world would survive. Can you imagine how he felt? Yes, unfathomably so. Were I in his position, I'm not confident I could endure. Many timelines were sacrificed for us to be here. We must remember the past to treasure the present. We've sealed the final rift. They'll cause no problems for the foreseeable future. On the other hand, it's also a pity I'll be seeing less of you now. Now that's an offer I won't refuse. Perhaps I'll shirk some duties. I might get an earful, but being truant with you sounds divine. I've given some thought to the timelines Idris conceded. With you as my witness, I want to make a vow. I will change this world. No more means justified by ends. In the future I envision, the dignity of man will be king. When my dream is realized, I will be praying for your happiness always. I don't make promises lightly. I mean to change the future where you shall live into something wonderful. We do what we must so that no more need suffer. Unbelievable. Well done. I think not. Time to clean things up. Be there soon. A fascinating discovery. It appears to open with a Xenon pass.
You must be pretty sure of yourself to stroll around this place with such nonchalance.
Noah would have loved this place.
Friends you make here tend to disappear fast. Only way to keep that from keeping you down is by making so many friends you can't keep track.
Placing bets is the only way I stay sane in here. What am I betting on? Who here's gonna vanish when?
Only blood can quench this thirst.
We should find another route. Perfect fit. So light. Apologies. I will be there soon. It's quite rare. Make sure not to lose it. Which way do you want to go? If you see something interesting, let me know. won't open.
Welcome. Come again.
Quite a pretty penny.
Day in and day out, it's the same thing over and over. Sometimes I forget which side of the cell I'm on.
There should be a way to open it.
Xenon escapes his cell so often that at this point, I'd almost be more worried if he stopped.
Oh, hello there. Just your average criminal here. I used to be a writer, actually. But I was unlucky and wound up in this prison. No, I was in the wrong, to some extent. I, took care of everyone who gave my books negative reviews. I didn't mean any harm, but it turned into a big mess. Just my luck, really. But enough about that! You're a revenant hunter, aren't you? Actually, I'm still writing, even now. If you don't mind, could you share some interesting stories? This place is so dull, I'm running out of inspiration. So, how about it? Would you help me with some story material? This plot sends shivers down my spine. You have a real talent for storytelling. So, my pulse is throbbing. all by chance? So? My blood is racing. It's seeping into my dried up soul. Well, guess finding a good story was never going to be easy. Well,
What is it that fascinates you so? We should find another route. Apologies. Be there soon. There are likely still prisoners I sent here myself. Style of the Far East. Just the sort of taste I'd expect.
Alert! Alert! Take caution. Must prevent unpropitious future.
The other day, Xenon came strolling back and had the gall to check in and ask if we had any problems. Yeah, we do! A big Xenon-shaped one!
Shall we have ourselves some fun? You have a Xenon pass with top-tier clearance?
Xenon's been ramping up his research. I'm afraid to find out what he's up to.
Not that this is ever the most relaxing workplace, but things feel particularly uneasy today.
Back in the day, they tried using the raw hearts of revenant prisoners as weapons. You ever see anything like that?
fight beautifully. What is this? A stroke of luck.
Criminals or not, you start to feel bad for folks who will be locked up here for hundreds, heck, maybe thousands of years.
Did you find something? How do you envision? I don't make... Each of us must rise.
You brought hope for the... Now it's our... I'm always ready.
Spirits, certain. Get your rest while you can.
Might be time to get the court. Means the world that you got me up and at it again. We all share this burden.
Jose and Lise. Two sisters whose fates were closely intertwined. Their pathos melded together to form one, restoring now the strength of the bond. With its power restored, we should be able to return to the sunken city from here. We'll be landing in a period rooted in the hearts of all those who were there, a time of strife. Expect Josee to be right in the midst of her frenzy. Ready? We can't fail her. Time jump complete. It may not have been our standard method, but we've landed where we wanted, more or less. They're under attack already. Quick, let's get to Josee's base. We have no time to lose.
Smoke screens! It's those damn hunters again. Positions, everyone! Watch for an ambush!
Before. These are the bastards behind the kidnappings!
Leave this area to me! Get everyone evacuated! Gobbo, you son of a bitch. Playing hardball, huh? Fine. I'll take you on. Beat it, you lowlifes! I should have known. You always did know how to make an entrance. Lend me a hand, will you? Here they come! Strike them down! Show no mercy! takes care of them. Truth be told, I was expecting a more romantic reunion. There's just no getting my hopes up with you, is there? I'm really glad you came. Thanks for the assist. I'd love to catch up, but first, we need to assess the damage. Will you help me aid the survivors?
I would spare yourself the trouble, Lady Josee. The truth is, they won't need aid where they're going.
Well, well, look who must have a death wish. After everything, I didn't think you were man enough to face me, Gobbo. Laying your filthy hands on my comrades sealed your fate. A stake through your heart will just be the prelude.
So you wish to settle the score, do you? To exact your reckless revenge upon me? Well, I dare say, my dear lady, the feeling is mutual. As things stand, we humans have our own grievances with your kind.
What are you?
Impressive moves, pal. No need to worry. It's completely harmless. To humans, that is. Watch closely now, as past wrongs are set right. Bear witness to the rising dawn of a new era.
The light of the resurgence! You wouldn't dare! I'll stop them! I'll stop them even if it kills me! You get out of here!
You're awake. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd lost you. We're back in the present. The last thing we saw was Josee going into a frenzy. I'm sorry for taking matters into my own hands. But please understand. I had no choice. It was the only way I could keep you safe. The way things were looking, she couldn't possibly have stopped the explosion. I'm afraid her frenzy devastated the city. Not a single resident of the sunken city would survive, just as in the original timeline. If we want to save her, and I do, we'll have to find a way here in the present. That weapon Gobbo had, it was seemingly designed to unleash some kind of quasi-resurgence. We do know a little more at least. Josee triggered her frenzy in an attempt to stop Gobbo. To save her, we'll need to neutralize the weapon. If the weapon is useless, no frenzy and no deaths. In truth, I'm a little worried we're in over our heads here. Do you think there's a chance that she survived into the present? In the last vestige we saw, she'd left Holly's sanatorium to finish her work on the control device, yes? Then there's a chance she may have completed it in our time. Let's follow her trail. She'd have crossed the undead forest to get here. That seems like a good place to start. I'll be along for the ride.
Please. Oh. You know... Please? There are two. Please help us.
Is that Lise? She's dead, and has been for some time as well.
Josee! Josee! It's no good. I can't get the door open. She's so close, but I can't reach her. I'll be back, sis. I won't give up on you. Limitation. It's spreading again. There's no time. Finishing the device is all that matters. I'll succeed. It's the last thing I do. I did it, sis. Now I'll never have to worry about frenzies again. I can't catch a break. Can I? My legs won't move. I always get so close. Only to fall short. Someone, please, save my sister.
She gave her life to finish this device. If we take it to Josee, there's no telling how the past will change. But at the very least, it's worth trying. I want to believe Lisa's love will save her. Once you're ready, let's head back to the sunken city. I'll take us back in time to the sunken city we left behind. Are you ready to go? We'll be landing mere seconds before Josee's frenzy, which means we have one chance to keep her from it. We can save her. All right, let's make this trip count.
Let's fall back, sir. Her power will consume anyone in reach. Looks like someone has a death wish.
Please?
She regained control? How?
Thank you. Please. For too long, our fates were bound by our blood, sentenced to madness. But no more. This power will open the gates of our future!
Brava! Brava! Splendid show. A device capable of reining in a frenzied revenant. And a Gula, no less. I must say, I am impressed. Who would have thought? Of the 7 bloodlines, theirs has ever been said to be the most volatile. And now, think of what we can do with this technology. We've witnessed a genuine miracle here today. A feat not seen in several millennia of Revenant history. And somehow, the impossible has been made the mundane. I simply must tip my hat to you, strange hunter. By your hand has providence been delivered unto us.
One move, and you're both dead.
A word to the wise, my emissary of grace. Mankind will soon retake control of this domain. A change is on the way. I pray that when we next meet, it will not be as foes across the battlefield, but as brethren.
Can you hear me? I need to speak with you urgently. Could you come to the confluence?
A few of our repositories were hit.
There you are. Please excuse me if I seem distracted. It is somewhat of a struggle to maintain the link right now. I wish there was a better way to describe it, so I apologize for this. We're losing our connection with the present. I don't know how, but it's happening. I'm not sure what's causing it. Our actions in this period have indeed altered the timeline. But those changes, it seems, have had a disastrous effect on the present. I don't know what's going on. Things are developing so rapidly. A cataclysmic crisis has been set in motion. All the bonds we possess have been severed from the present, like there's a barrier between us. In our current state, I don't think we could go back even if we wanted to. Our very existence is in limbo. If I were to venture a guess, this all began when Gobbo took hold of Lisa's control device. That's the point of divergence here. A device of that power, coupled with a weapon that can trigger resurgences. Gobbo may well have rewritten history. I can't pinpoint the direct source. It may be the device is to blame, or its direct effect on revenants. But one thing is terribly certain. If something isn't done about Gobbo soon, the fate of this world, and the fate of our future, is doomed. I'm sorry. The link won't hold. There's still hope. Retake the control device from Gobbo. The confluence is failing. You must hurry. First, find Josee. See how she's doing. If we're to take on Gobbo, we'll need her help.
Phooey. Did I wake up too soon? Guess I spoiled my chance to play Sleeping Beauty for a while longer. But no matter. To more serious business. Tell me what happened. So he killed my people? And stole Lisa's work? The bastard's asking for it. We're taking back the device. Let's take the fight to him. I refuse to let him trample on everything Lee's fought for. I'll finish this. Can I count on your help? Great. Let's get a move on then. There's no more time to waste. Gobbo is Deputy Director of the Bureau of Frontier Management. He has governance over this whole territory. They have a castle in a forest to the northwest. Hey, what's wrong? What just happened? You know, there is one question I've had in the back of my mind. Where exactly did you get your hands on that device? Technology of that level doesn't exist in our time. And don't try to tell me otherwise. I used the thing, I could tell. Just who are you? Fair enough. We'll deal with Gobbo first. Come along then. Let's make for the Bureau's castle. It's in the northwestern forest of the frontier. We can follow the road from the old highway to Gobbo's castle. The quickest route goes from the north of the base. These sorry-looking morsels are our welcoming committee? Where's the gun? You won't whet my appetite!
When the balance of power shifted from human to revenant, there was a change. A dramatic shift. The human spirit was twisted beyond recognition. Have you ever seen a blood bag murdered for nothing more than offending a revenant's sense of taste? Their limp corpses, like shattered dolls, rendered little more than skin and bones, piled high as discarded trash. Some sacrifices are to be expected. That's a choice that was made. Our society chose to wave the white flag, to close its eyes to such loss and to suffering. But I, on the other hand, I refuse to idly stand by and watch my kind be condemned to a future as chattel. Now, what say you? What choice will you make? What future do those blood-soaked hands seek to build?
You can't answer. You know, I've had my eye on you from the start. You're not fully human.
We all know these are bloody times we live in. Every one of us is desperate to survive. To set the record straight, fighting for what you believe in is noble. There's no shame in that. But you crossed a line killing my people. I will have justice for their deaths. That's all. Say your prayers.
Josee Hanju, Lady of the Sunken City, constant thorn in my side. Your sins must be paid in blood. Prepare to die.
I've been waiting for this. Here I
It can't.
If only you could have seen humanity triumph. Face me.
That's the stuff.
That's insane.
Will you submit to an honorable death?
By my blade, his will shall be done. Lord Gobbo's future it is my everything. Lord Gobbo bestowed upon me the dignity I'd lost. His dream is my dream. Lord Gobbo, what are you doing? No! I'm staying with you! Until the end! Lord Gobbo!
That there was my last teleportation former. Now we court death in earnest.
Bring it.
Let us begin. Taste the despair of humanity! Any last words?
face me.
Your death shall give rise to a new age of humanity. Your time is over, you unholy abomination. Taste the despair of humanity! See? Behold the light of creation!
It's over, Gobbo.
Over? No. This is far from over. You underestimate us, Revenant. You underestimate mortals. I shall not give in. Not ever. Never. Not until man reigns again.
This is farewell, Alessandro Gobbo. Your time has come, and long since gone. You shall haunt this earth no more. Let's go back to the others. It's finally over. Thanks to you, we secured Lisa's control device again. We actually defeated Gobbo. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. In any case, Gobbo was a deputy of the Bureau. That means his death is not likely to go unnoticed. What will you do now? Think you can maybe stick around for a little while? Don't apologize. I suppose that is a fair comeuppance for falling for a vagabond. There are far worse punishments. When you live as long as I have, it's easy to forget. You forget how beautiful things are in their time, how fleeting each moment can be. Before I met you, my past was a burden and my power a curse. But somehow, everything you touched turned to hope. The warm light of your kindness showed me the way. And I think, as long as I don't lose sight of that, I can carry on. Someday, I know our paths will cross again. Say, before you leave, why don't we take a picture? I want to preserve this moment. It turned out wonderful. Thank you. I'll treasure it. Now promise you won't forget me. Remember, my heart belongs to you. Both now and for forever.
This likely greatly changed the course of history. We should return to the present. We still have a job to do.
We'll meet again, my beloved.
You did great work here. I look forward to the day we meet again.
Time jump. Successful. Defeating Gobbo staved off the world's ruin. At least, for now. This is the future Josee worked so hard to build. The world she desperately wanted. Could that have been... Let's pay a visit to the nearest village. I'm curious what else has changed since we altered history. Everyone appears in good spirits.
Supply lines around here are pretty stable. If you're looking to stock up, be our guest.
The Revenant stations here are strong fighters. They're why we have fewer casualties than other villages. The moon takes its toll, but I sure hope they hold out, for all our sakes.
I'm with you all the way.
A revenant named Josee used to be in charge of these parts. The roads and buildings you see now were built by her a century ago. She was clearly committed to making things last.
I'll be right there.
Might as well have some fun.
Is that you? It is. It really is. I recognize you from the photo my twin sister always carried. I'm Lee Anju. I can't believe this. My sister Jose told me all about you. She told me. She said you'd show up one day. Sorry, I introduced myself, and you already know who I am, don't you? Wonderful. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. Around the time you and Jose challenged Gobbo, maybe just after you put him down, I woke up in a sanatorium. As soon as I could, I traveled to the sunken city, hoping to find her. I was worried, terrified actually, that she wouldn't want to see me. But she didn't say a word, just hugged me.
Thank goodness.
Time had changed her. She was kinder, more sure of herself. I'm sure you had a hand in that change. After that, life was peaceful, at least for a while. And eventually, the resealing was set in motion. Of course, my sister received a summons to be part of it.
The upheaval.
She could have refused. Maybe deep inside I wanted her to. But her mind was set. She wanted to protect the future. Your future.
Please.
I know. It's okay. At this rate, she'll wipe out the city she sought to protect. I know you need to go and stop her. To finish it. Otherwise the risk is too great. I'm sure she knows it too. Please, save her. Save the future she worked so hard to build.
You're here. Really here. If you are alive, this future was worth preserving. My only regret. If only we could have been together again. Just the two of us. The two of us till the end of time. But that's life, I suppose. It turns out I won't be joining you on your journey. You know what you have to do. That's the spirit. It's okay, my beloved. Death! Handle this!
Time for
Death!
Okay, cut! Nice.
Death!
So long! Gotta keep a close eye on you. Here's our secret. Not bad. Still got me.
You!
Time! This isn't over yet!
Watch this! Be gone! Well done, my... I hear bells. How I've longed to see you one last time. The path I chose was not lived in vain. Now do it. I give you my heart. Bring the light of day beyond death's shadow. live for me. You're the only one I ever
These scars on my heart of cold, but of fire, believing that there's always a light. Any chapter of this story has just begun.
My sister has been redeemed thanks to you. I'm so grateful. I'm certain she wanted to be felled by your hands. We'll keep the city safe from here on out. I hope you can live your own future now.
Oh, your face is a blessing in times like these. Just the person I wanted to see. If you have a moment, would you come by the base? I'm making my curry for everyone on base, and I'd like you to be there. Meet me there when you're ready. Okay, let's get moving then. We know what we're here for.
Josee! Come quickly!
I'm here. What's happened?
There's a revenant outside who looks like you. I didn't know what to do. And it's not some vague resemblance either. It's almost exact. She could be your body double.
What do you mean?
Sis.
Is it really you?
Yes. Some mild lingering effects from the resurgence, but otherwise I'm all right. I've missed you. I've missed you so much.
Please. Please. You're all right. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
I'm sorry. Sister, I'm sorry for causing you so much pain. You had every right to be angry.
No, don't say another word. It's all right. I know everything you've been through.
Joseph, thank you. Thank you so much. No, I can't accept that! How did this happen?
cool it. You may be my sister, but that's where I draw the line.
So, it would appear that you are my sister's betrothed. I am happy that she's found someone she can trust. But why, Jose? Why would you get engaged to a human? A revenant hunter at that? You could have had your pick of the nobles. Fess up. Jose came up with some bold-faced lie, and it all just snowballed out of proportion, didn't it? I know her.
All right now, that's going a little far, don't you think? What do you actually know about my beloved anyway?
That's the problem. I don't know anything about them. But I intend to find out. I am told you and my sister subdued a Medigan remnant. Impressive work, if true. I am hoping to see those skills for myself. There's been a spike in horror numbers around the sunken city. Surely someone as powerful as you, and smitten with my sister, wouldn't let this threat go unchecked. Excuse me? What did you just call me? Don't you dare try to sweet-talk your way into our family! This is not a whim. You may consider it an official request to deal with the horrors. This entire situation with my sister will be considered a separate matter. I want you both back safe and secure. Don't be reckless out there.
Too late now. Mission complete, and we didn't even break a sweat. Hardly worthy to be called a workout. I would expect no less from my betrothed. And I believe you have something to say?
Fine. I admit you can handle yourself, and I'm grateful you took on my request. I guess I owe you my thanks. But don't get ahead of yourself. You haven't earned my trust. Not just yet.
Lise, come on. Why can't you let this go?
Because you insist on making a mess of your life just like always. In any case, we have received reports of another horror nearby. This is not to be trifled with. I'll be accompanying you myself.
They're right. Honestly, Lise, it's too soon to put yourself in danger.
The worst is far behind me at this point. I wager I would be a good match, sister. Even for you.
I trust her judgment. She won't lose her cool, I promise. Could she tag along?
Thank you. It will be a day to remember. And will give our allies at the base some peace of mind. We'll go when we're well and truly prepared. Thank you. It will be a day to remember. And will give our allies at the base some peace of mind. Where do I fit? Remember.
The tension in... We know what...
So many of them! Keep an eye out. That's our target. We have to win for everyone's sake. Carefully. Well fought, and nicely done. That should help to secure the base, at least for some time. You're as good as my sister said you were. I didn't quite expect it. I can almost relax when I have you watching my back. If I'm being honest, I was set on breaking up your engagement. I love my sister, more than anyone. Ever since we've reconciled, I've craved her attention. In order to make up for the time we lost, I wanted her all to myself. But now that we've faced a horror and possible death together, I can see why she needs you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you're who she really needs. As a compromise, perhaps the two of us could look out for her together. She may need it. What do you think? I'm all right. Sorry, just a quick dizzy spell. What? I suppose. Just a bit then, if you truly don't mind. Thank you. I feel much better now. Drinking your blood has given me a clearer sense of your character. And it's... well... I'd be hard-pressed to win Sis back from you. Hard-pressed indeed. Let's head back to her then. She's sure to be worried about now. Where do I fit into all of this? We have to be...
Oh, glad to see you're both back safe. And moreover, that you seem to have finally hit it off.
I was being hard-headed, Sis. I'm very sorry. Will you forgive me for that?
Of course, Lise. It's my fault. I should have explained it better. The base still needs a lot of work, and it's going to keep my hands full. I want to be able to rely on both of you, to know I've got people eager in my corner.
Gladly, Jose. And always. But there is one final thing before I forget. From this day on, think of me as your sister-in-law.
Cut that out, you. You're complicating things.
Don't you worry about a thing, and don't you fret. I have it all planned out. We'll publicly announce that Lady Anju will be wed to a Master Revenant Hunter, and soon! This union will benefit human-revenant relations all across the realm, and of course, by extension, the very security of the frontier. They will see you as pioneers of a new age. That's what's best for the world, I'm sure. Some people may not like it, but don't you spend a moment thinking on them. I'll be the one to handle the politics.
Oh no. Lord help us, I think she really means it. Well, darling, looks like there's no turning back now.
Where do I fit in? I'll make sure you and my... We have to be ready for anything.